in the context of the Republic of Korea? Do you have this kind of treaty with the United States? And we have alien laws on land ownership, and the United States has alien ownership, has state law to deal with land transfer or the requirement of leasehold interest kind of it. Typically would be focused on agricultural lands. For example, visit the website of state of Illinois. There would be a subject issue on agricultural lands, and leasehold interest have been prescribed about aliens or others. We have same extent of deals. How do you find the institution to promote amicable and cooperative trade between countries? Can you have the same treatment from the United States as with Japan? How do you see it? This is about 100 years ago, and Japan has practiced imperialism in this period of time of our homeland. It's quite irony of history if you consider, for example, the state of Virginia has enacted about comfort woman. So public confirmation to condolence the tragedy of comfort woman. I'm not sure if the statutory language used kind of evil tones against the Japanese imperialism models. Then Oscar appealed to the United States Supreme Court. Justice Butler delivered the opinion of the court as follows. There is nothing in the character of the business of pawn brokers which requires to be excluded from the field covered by above quoted provision. It must be held that such business is trade within the meaning of treaty. The city of ordinance violates the treaty. Decree of the Washington Supreme Court was reversed. So in this case, we find four types of appeal, since the United States based on federal union, and the Constitution, federal Constitution could be questioned in this kind of controversy and appeal to the federal. And actually successfully through the United Supreme Court, the Council has solved four types of review. And in legal research, and especially involving the state legal system or state government, often the controversy arises from two major jurisprudence, criminal law and civil law. So we consider briefly. On page 73, criminal law encompasses national and state statutes that make the commission of certain acts punishable by fine or imprisonment. In criminal cases, the state or national government prosecutes the person who violated criminal law. For example, Happy Horrible murdered Mrs. Thompson on the street, took a pocketbook and ran. The police arrested him, and he was prosecuted for assault and battery and theft, found guilty and sentenced to jail. Mrs. Thompson lost the purse and several dollars missed several days of work at a job and still has unpaid doctor and hospital bills because of injuries. Criminal law does not give the right to have bills paid, to be compensated for pain and suffering, to be reimbursed for the cost of new purse. Criminal law only attempts to find or imprison the wrongdoer. The wrong of being punished is a wrong against society. So this is same as the civil law traditions. Criminal law is actually public, while civil law would entail critically the elements of private dealings and relationships. Right. So we could not recourse any remedy to serve a private interest. Of course, the concept had transformed in some different perspective. The victims should be treated more in concern and a kind of protective approach, and so compensation. I'm not sure, but could be approached to remedy the consequence of a private and others, which would not directed the traditional province of civil liability, however. In any case, the new focus have been broaden our attention about the part of victims. So the traditional approach would have much primacy on the criminals or many theories, rule of the lenity, for example, the unreasonable in evidentiary law. In this page, you'll find the same status and quality of two major laws. Civil law provides for compensation for personal injury, loss of property, and breach of contract. This is the body of statutory and case law that sets out the rights and duties between individuals in society. For example, in the previous situation, the state may put Harry Harable in jail under criminal law, but who is going to pay the bills and reimburse the victim in full? Under civil law, more specifically tort law, Ms. Thompson could sue Harry Harable for monetary damages. This would be a separate lawsuit. So, might not be unusual with your taste of learnings in this department. So it could be quite basic, but we share the same in this review. Okay, thank you for your attention. Any questions? This should not be serious since we have now the week of midterm exam. I merely checked. 오경준,
예.
김상현,
예.
신수모, 박상민, 박근호, 김현창, 김성현, 최재희, 김수, 노남수, Who is not called?
이건철입니다.
이건철?
예.
Okay. Thank you.
감사합니다. 고맙습니다.